Hello, how are you all doing? Thank you very much for joining me. Welcome to our Monday coverage of Train Sim World 4 Live. We're on PC, you're with the Aussie Don. How are we all doing? It's just gone 8 p.m. local time in the east coast of Australia, including Queensland. Yes, daylight savings no longer on here in Australia. It finished on Sunday. So when we went into Saturday into Sunday at 3 a.m., clocks went backwards. So yeah, this is why the times have been changing a hell of a lot for people in the UK and everything. You're probably wondering what the hell's happened to the live stream. Well, it's not we've moved the live stream. It's just time zones have changed, and they're at different times. USA, is usually a few weeks before the UK, and then a week after the UK goes with their daylight saving, their summer time zone. Our summer time zone decides to stop. So it's weird. It's weird how it works out, but yeah, I'm on top of it. So do note it's usually 9 a.m. Then it went to 10 a.m. Then it's 11 a.m. That's UK. So it's a couple of hours, backs and forwards all year round. So that's just the way it happens. When times change and everything, it goes from a couple of hours backs and forwards. It's like a yo-yo effect. That's the way the world goes, doesn't it? Right. Anyway, no new mods to talk about again today. Nothing's been moving in the community of Creators Club stuff like PC editor. Nothing's happening there. Nothing's happening. So no movements on new timetables or anything gated. So yeah, mods are nice and quiet. It seems to be that time of the year, isn't it, that everybody's sort of like just sort of shut down for a little bit. What now? Because the summertime is happening now in Europe and everything. Everyone's decided to get the hell out. Oh, I don't blame you. If you've been through a winter where you got coldness, then do not blame you whatsoever. I do not like the cold myself. So anyway, it is getting cooler here in Australia. I can tell you guys that usually, at 8 p.m. when I've been streaming over the recent months, it's been like anywhere between 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. it's quite pleasant tonight. It's 18 Celsius right now. So it's quite a big change in the weather. So anyway, you probably think that's balmy in the UK. Yes, it is still balmy, don't worry. Right, I'm wearing a HST shirt tonight, actually. All the beautiful HSTs on here. It's very, very nice. Including the Grand Central and got the Inner City, got the Banana Network Rail one, Banana Bender. We've got the First Great Western, of course, the LNER, and of course I got the it hasn't got the Virgin logo on it, but it is the X version. And a few others on here as well. So yeah. Anyway, if you're new to our YouTube channel, welcome aboard. If you're a returning customer, welcome back to the station. This is our Monday tradition. Normally, we have viewers' choice on at this time of the night, but we didn't. We've decided to have a few weeks off from viewers' choice, and we're sort of going to be doing my choices. We have a choice for you guys on Wednesday night. Don't worry, folks. There will be another poll vote on Wednesday night where you guys can vote for the Midweek World of Trains community vote. And the good news is the Midweek World of Trains community vote is going to be happening for a few weeks now because we now have the DLCs for Train Sim World that have been moved again from the original time slot of Tuesday/Wednesday now to Thursday/Friday. And why do I say /Friday as well? Well, here in Australia, if you're not aware by now, if you're new to our channel and you're not aware by now, DLCs for PC side of Train Sim World don't get released until overnight our time zone, and they release around 3, 4, 5 a.m. I got to work out what times they're going to be releasing. Actually, now the times have changed and everything around the world, and it could be earlier, it could be later. I'm not sure, but it's overnight our time, and because I'm looking after my daughter. When this DLC gets released, the Suring Barn, I'm talking about the next one, the Austrian route, the one I'm really pumped for. This one's going to be really awesome. I'm looking forward to this one. I will obviously be sound asleep, and I'm looking after my daughter for the next few weeks in the school holidays, so I won't be able to get to you guys until Friday evening. We'll be, I'm usually away on the weekends. I'm usually spending time with my mates, but I'm actually staying here for that particular weekend, so you guys can kick back for the few days. I'm probably going to do a Saturday night on the rails that weekend. Depends if I don't decide to go away the next day, but yeah, depends what I'm doing. Anyway, let's get into it. Without further ado, we're going to head to the London Overground. Now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I have taken off the enhancement mod for this particular route because I'm really not seeing the benefits with it, to be brutally honest. It's not really an enhancement that I'm used to for Train Sim World. I'm used to the enhancement mods not only just being extra graffiti and little pops here and there along the rails. I'm used to them having real billboards along the rails and everything. They don't have real billboards in this enhancement. What you call it an enhancement mod? It's not. It's really it was causing more harm than good. Actually, it was a few frame drops more so. So yeah, I thought I'll wait for it to maybe get upgraded where we would get some improvements to it, where we'll have the real billboard advertisements being added and all the razzle dazzle. I know there's a few real ones already with TFL, but I'm talking about the likes of advertisement like Vodafone that's on some routes and Apple that's on some routes. And just to name a few. So anyway, I'm not going to continue to get into advertisements. It's not WrestleMania 40, is it? All right, let's get into it. Class 710 is what we're going to be doing. TFL. And we're going to take a little morning service. Let's take a 7:42 service in the morning. I'll do this on a nice little cloudy morning, light cloud. Here we go. Enjoy. It is not diametric weather, so that's the good news. There we have our latest winner of the community screenshot contest, ladies and gentlemen. As Tiger, I think it is. Hashtag 6563, I think it is. Congratulations on that amazing photo. Damn, that looks like it. The fired circle, as you know, that is the feature. You got the fourth bridge there. You got the, I do believe that's the fifth bridge in the background. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scenery there. I can't express enough how wonderfully amazing that screenshot is. That is one of the best of all time, I have to say. That is right up there in the top 5, in my opinion. I've won the screenshot contest back in week 16 last year in 2023. Won the first ever screenshot contest on Train Sim Classic. Actually, it was the Hell's Gate Bridge with the New York skyline. It was very similar to that photo just there. So, yeah, very, very nice photo indeed. Right. We are going to be... we're doing Suffragette Line today, Chris. It's Suffragette Line only today. So this is a Suffragette Line stream. 2J13 Gossawoke to Barking Riverside. Drive this London Overground service from Gossawoke to Barking Riverside. Without further ado, let's just get that going. Let's get this in. Up. There we go. Razzle dazzle. No. Alright. I did open up those doors, didn't I? Open up the doors. Hello, Earth. That would be nice too. There we go.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Right. Testing 1 2 1 2. There is no Class 159, Chris. As far as I'm aware, there's no Class 1. I don't
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Class 159. Yeah, the Class 51, Class 158 and 159 are basically the same logo, Chris. It's just numbered differently. They go on Westbury, Southampton Central. That's one of the routes that could end up, being a train symbol one. It has actually been suggested in the suggestions forums in the past. I do remember. Class 159, it's technically the same logo. So yeah, they run the same. It's a DMU. And the other one is Exeter Street, Davis, I think, to Oakley Hampton. I think they remember rightly. I've seen that. This was a fair while ago though. So yeah, I know that 159 runs on there. It was 158/159. So one end's 158, 159 the other. Yeah, basically the same thing. But yeah, you can classify as 158. You can do Creators Club and make it a 159. Why not? But I'm not sure who the ownership of the route is, and obviously it comes down to licensing and all that at the end of the day, and if it's worthwhile. I know that there is currently a new thread that, well, I say new, it's been threaded I think for the last week at the forums. Persons put in a poll vote of a bunch of small routes very similar to the Glossop line, and that where they've asked what small route would be beneficial for train symbol. And there was a couple very interesting ones there. I think the guy sort of doesn't really have a clear understanding on the East Coast Way when he turns around and says he wants the west section of it. Well, that's not East Coast Way at all. It's West Coast Way. It's Sussex. Sussex line. Certainly somebody doesn't have real good knowledge where you're going to do your research a bit. So no pun intended, but when you get to put something like on there and you throw it on there, it's like this guy seriously has no clue. Anyway. I have left the Wallace mod on though, folks, so the colouring of the route is a mod. We have sound mods, of course. It's your 165 sound mod for this 710. We've got the light improvements by Leica installed as well here today. I've just taken off the routes enhancement. And I mainly more so have done it, I just want to check the frame rate around a couple of the areas that I did see a little bit more frame rate dropping, but I think I might be getting around the same frames actually, so it might not be as bad as I think it is. Crouch Hill next. drop. Come on, get down. They need to do something about that sign back there. See how bent that was? It's like it was bent more than Beckham. I'll tell you that much. The sign all the way back here at the pole just here. Look at this. You expect somebody to really look at that? Are you serious? Like that? Looks like it's been carried by somebody working on the side of the road, you know. Nothing can hold a sign better than what that is. There might have been a hurricane that came through here overnight and it's bent the sign. Let's just go with that. A little bit of high winds overnight and it's bent the sign. I'll take that. So this originally wasn't a overhead power lines route. It was TfL that came to rescue to electrify the route with overhead wiring. It was talked about on and off for quite a long time about overhead wiring. It has had electrification in other ways over the years, but it's overhead wiring system was talked about here and there, and it was always just talk, and then all of a sudden TfL came to the rescue before the route was all but dead, to be honest. They were going to use I can't remember the class they were going to reuse originally, but they decided to go with all new locos, and that is where the 710s were born. I think it was a 385. When the train starts up with high pitch sound. What do you mean by high pitch sound? Yeah, well, you're playing it through. You're playing it on PC via the Xbox, so you won't have you're not able to get any mods for it, Chris. So unfortunately, you have to put up with the original sounding. Mates on the weekend actually was asking me how much is it for a PC just to get me going on American Truck Simulator, and I'm like, oh, if you don't want anything. I'll be back in a second, folks. I just got to quickly do something. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. Should be right for a while. That's what happens after you have a big meal. The meal before it, detour. Alright, so I don't know where you're getting the high-pitched sound from. The only high-pitched sound I can think of with that is when you turn it on and it makes a buzzing sound. That's Armstrong Powerhouse sounded anyway when it does it. It does the TPWS and AWS operational. That's all Armstrong Powerhouse sounds. South Topton is next stop, followed by Black Horse Road. Right. I know we're probably going to be behind the times doing this, but let's go and get ourselves a nice little sneaky collectible that I haven't grabbed from here. Excuse me, coming through, ma'am. Hello. Come through. Come on, move it. Move your butts. Are you going to get through there? Nope. Okay. Whatever. Flip. No, can't get through that. I know I'm behind the 8 ball now, but that doesn't matter because I got myself a goblin. Been meaning to get that goblin now for the last few runs, but I just haven't had the chance. Yeah, we have done it. When the train goes from the station outside, makes a high pitch. Yeah, it's because you got the safety systems on. If you jump out of the chair, this one doesn't do it actually.
TPWS and AWS
Oh yeah, there we go. See,
operational.
it starts doing it. You know what I mean? It's a safety thing. That's what it is. Well, that little speeding just then will make up for a little bit of loss of time before. I don't know if it's me as well, but I notice when you go to the side view like that, it's actually out wider than any other train that I've played on Train Sim World. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I just think the camera seems to be out more this time around. I don't really, it's nothing to really, like, it's not bothering me or anything. I think it's not right on the edge like it normally is. Next stop is Leighton Midland Road. I see Chelsea beat Manchester United. Yeah, I know, lucky bastards. So this is the first time we're showcasing this route on a individual live stream. We did showcase it on the launch day on midweek World of Trains here a few weeks ago on its launch, but yeah, outside of that, we haven't had an individual live stream. We've done a hell of a lot of gameplay of this route, don't worry about that. It's yeah. It's one that I'm happy to come back to. Background. So don't forget, folks, we have Choo Choo Tuesdays on tomorrow. We're heading to the Midlands Main Line tomorrow, first up. We're going to be taking a Class 170 on there. Hey, it's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. We've got a nice, beautiful paint job for it. So, yeah, looking forward to that first trip tomorrow. As well as we've got some German action on the rails, as we take an S-Bahn service on the Munich-Osberg. Hey, we're going to be doing It's going to be lots of fun. As well as much more coming your way. I don't know what else I'm going to be doing tomorrow. We'll soon find out, but it'll be lots of fun. Hopefully I'll be able to talk about some mods tomorrow. Hey, but yeah, that's very nice, very quiet at the moment. It's not nice and quiet, but yeah, I can say that, you know, modders are hard at work behind the scenes building mods. You know, it doesn't mean, you know, like we haven't had any mods for the last 5-6 days, whatever. It doesn't mean that nothing's been built. No. That just means that, you know, the game is in a very good place at the moment with modding, with mods anyway. So yeah, we do get times like this where it quietens down massively, and might not have to talk about mods for a little bit, but we'll soon find out. We might have something tomorrow for you guys, but at the moment, nothing to share. Train Sim World Season 2, coming summer 2024. Yeah, some people are saying Train Sim World 4 Rush Hour 2. Some are saying Train Sim World 4 Season 2. I still think it's Season 2, but I'm not going to rule out what Richie Rail said, which, by the way, Richie hasn't been on our streams for the last few weeks, I've noticed that. But yeah, I remember he pointed out that it could be a Rush Hour 2. I would not rule that out, but I think after the disaster of the first Rush Hour, not with the passenger, not with the routes are great, but yeah, at the releases of them though, not so great at all. It was terrible. And yeah, look at Bright Mainline got absolutely smashed up with memory, just got destroyed. Yeah, we definitely tested the limitations of memory use in Train Sim World with the Brian Mainline. And, oh, what a great route it is. They need the rush hour passenger system. It was just a, you know, like I said, it's just a marketing ploy. That didn't work. And in my opinion, the routes were great. So yeah, I can't express enough how great the routes were. But at the times of release of the routes, yeah, they weren't that good, were they? There was a lot of issues. I don't really see complaints on them these days. I was a little bit skeptical after they announced that they were going to do the new lighting system and everything for Navigate Dresden. At the release of Train Sim World 4, I thought, oh, they're going to be touching something that was actually, at that particular time, that was the lighting lighting has always been an issue in Train Sim World, and yeah, at that particular time when Navigate Dresden was released, that was the best lighting system in the game at the time. But yeah, that grew. Whoop! Hang on, we got a jetpack just then. That grew very tight, very quickly, didn't it? And that was probably more so due to the dynamic weather, new skybox, and all that coming into the game, and that changed the lighting of the game itself as well. From what was a dull sort of looking game, sim, to being, in my opinion, I think they've gone overboard. It's just way too bright, and I think a lot of people agree. But with the lights on the fronts of the trains, yeah, you still got new trains that are not coming out with any lighting at all still. Like, it hasn't still been a magic bullet where, you know, every train we get is going to have great lighting. I don't care if the lighting's not that good inside the trains. I want it to be dialed inside the trains with the lighting. But when it comes to the lights on the front of the train, when we're looking forwards in the nighttime run, we want to be seeing really nice brightness. And that's one thing I have to say about this particular route that has a massive bonus on, is the lighting is great at night. Some people were really disappointed about the lighting, but for me, I think it's really great. I really, really like it. It's a balance, you know. You don't want it to be way over bright. People saying it's London and everything. Yeah, all right, it might be London. Is it London? It's northeast London, but yeah, I don't know. I would have to, you know, probably myself, you know, be there, experience it myself, and then I can judge more. You know what I mean? And say, hey, yes, I understand where people are coming from now. Now I know why people are saying that the lighting on this route is should be better. Yeah. See, that's why if, you know, they ever released a Sydney route in the game, I would know straight away what's wrong. What's this needs that, this, that, the other. I know the rail network like crazy. So they would have to definitely do the V sets. Oh, they've got to put the V sets. They're so great. V sets, B sets, A sets, M sets, T sets. Can we get the Red Rattler in there if we can, please? That'll be so cool. If they have the Red Rattler in there, I'll be, oh, that'll make my day. Yeah. Yeah, steam train coming down. There we go. You betcha. That was fun. When the train goes from the station outside, it makes a high peeping sound. Oh, that's the woo, 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 woo. That type of thing. Yeah, no, that's normal, Chris. That's what it does. Yeah, no, like that's just the motor warming up. Like, it's just revving up. It's yeah, no, that's what that sounds like. I've been really listening carefully, more so now, to more things on the rails here in Sydney myself that I never used to do. The sounds of the trains, the sounds of the traction motors, like every little bit and penny, like the different sounds. I've just been listening in really carefully on a lot of stuff on the train, on the platforms when they start to warm up and they go past, whatnot. Yeah, it's just I'm more into that now, more so because, like, I want to know the authentic sounds of them. If it ever becomes into a simulator and they try to do the sounds and everything and it's completely wrong, I'll know straight away, well, hello, this is wrong. Can you get your sound master in there? Me? Next stop is Barking. Change at Barking for underground services, the District Line. So I think this station will become more popular, folks. I really can see there being another route that's going to go here. That being the city line, I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be great to see the underground route. But, time will tell. Time will tell. I got my theories that it's going to happen. But, it's just me. I don't work for Dovetail in any way, pick a penny, and if I did, I wouldn't be giving away secrets, I'll tell you that much. I'm somebody that I like surprises. When I've always seen the leaks for even Train Sim World and it's become reality. I'm like, it takes away the fun. It just, for me, it's just, it takes away the fun. I like the suspense, you know what I mean? It's like today in the main event of WrestleMania. I was shocked when the Undertaker's music dropped in there. I'm like, you're kidding. I was waiting for Austin. I thought stating the obvious. Rock's out here. God, Austin's gonna come out in a minute. And then the Undertaker's dropped. I'm like, oh no. I really think they, I know that Undertaker, sort of had a rivalry with The Rock as well, but I know The Rock was also a part of him with the, at one stage as well. So, with the Ministry of Man regime era. But, Austin must have not have done something, I don't know. I just think that would have been really cool to have done, seen that. Anyway, that was surprising. So that was really cool. So that's what I'm talking about with Train Sim World. When I see leaks and that, it's like it just takes away the suspense. So I'll rather be surprised. With Train Sim World 2, for instance, I seen the leak 5 minutes before it was officially announced, and I was on YouTube at the time with a little kid. Actually, it was not a kid but a teenager. He was streaming, and he was very excited for the announcement, and I seen it come through, and I said to him, it's Train Sim World 2. He said, you're joking. And then a couple minutes later it was official, and he said, how'd you know? I said, it got leaked. It got leaked. Someone threw it out. I go, look, I'll be honest. I had a feeling it was going to be Train Sim World 20. Well, we were all thinking Train Sim World 2021 at the time. Yeah. But not 2. So. The Swiss route. Central Suez. The lighting's not too bad on the Bremen line. Central Suez, yeah, definitely. S-Bahn Central Suez. That needs. I think the alleyway would, which I'm quite surprised they haven't actually done. Actually, being such a small route too. I thought they might have done top 4 in the skybox and everything, but I don't know quite now. But that's the only way I can think that they'll get away with it. So there's Players Club paint job down there. Check out that one. That's the one with the angry face on the side of it. There it is. Angry face. Fantastic modded containers with all the modded branding there. Sail Marine and Merskick and P&O, Ned Lord. And where are we? Oh, there we are. The city in the background. Oh, hang on.
This train terminates at Barking Riverside. All out, all change. Make sure you have all your belongings with you before departing the train. The train will be terminating at this station. Thank you for choosing TFL for your travels today.
Don't go anywhere, we've got plenty more coming your way, folks. The doors will be opening up on the right side here at the station. Surprised I haven't got a warning sign there actually, because of the workers being on the tracks there. They should have a amber flashing. That's why I went in extra slow anyway. Looks like that train will be taking off. Which it is.
Final Platform 1 is a terminating service.
Maybe no passengers are getting on there, doofuses. 43 minutes 04 there. So platinum medal. Very nicely done indeed. Alright, let's go back to the main menu. And we'll go back to the Suffragette line. I'm just going to quickly go and check the modding community just for a split second. There might be something that's come in since I've been live streaming. Nope, nothing in patches. Sounds, nothing new coming through there. PC editor, nothing in there. Utilities, nothing coming through there. Nothing in there as well. It was 1 week ago that JetWash did the the update for that. Nothing on that one there. Okay, what's happening on trains.cz? Let's have a look and see. Hang on. Oh yeah, SimRail. I forgot to tell you guys. SimRail is actually going to be releasing its first ever DLC with the freight one I was telling you about. It's going to be the first DLC in the game. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. Definitely going to be getting back into SimRail very soon, folks. So yeah, do look out for some of that. We might even do maybe a midweek World of Trains or Choo Choo Tuesdays with it, Don. I don't know. But I'm probably lean more towards that being an uploaded video. So that'll be, yeah. We'll find out. We might get some time and we'll, do a stream.
might be a Monday night. Who knows? Yeah, we'll definitely make room for it some way or another for a live stream. Right. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've played SimRail, and yeah, I've always told you guys the only thing I really hate about the game is that I'm not a big fan of the multiplayer on it, really, because I hate the switching thing and all that. I think it's just absolutely stupid. But I hate the control scheme. I don't know. It's just this control scheme is not really my cup of tea. So yeah, right. It's all about the London Overground tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to take ourselves a nice trip with the class. We're going to take class 37. It's been a while since I've been on. Drive this light engine. It's only the engine itself, is it? Oh, okay. Well, that's no good then. Let's have a look at this one. I think this one might be the same light engines. Yeah, that's all that is. So yeah, I'll just take out the standards. What we got in Crails Club? We've already got that one. Okay, let's take the one service direct one. I'm going to do a Ripple Lane 615. All right, we'll do that one. I don't care what sort of freight it is. Let's just have some fun with it. 6:15 a.m., ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do it on a misty morning. All right, here we go. Okay, 6L31, Ripple Lane to Peak Forest. Don't forget this week is roadmap as well. Looking forward to giving you the news on my thoughts on the roadmap and what I thought was quite interesting about the roadmap. If I'm going to cause a riot, if they're on Wednesday night about if they don't say anything about the US stuff. Okay, it is these ones. Too easy. Very good. Coming out of Ripple Lane. Ripple, 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 ripple. Ripple, ripple, ripple. Number 66031. Posted up another rail short earlier today actually, of the third time I've actually seen the same freight train in the last month actually. The Southern Short Haul Railroad coal freight train. Southern Short Haul Railroad is a company that does the freight. It's one of the many companies that do freight here in Australia. And they got a beautiful green and yellow colour scheme, and very, very nice train. There was 3 of them hauling a bunch of coal on the rails, so pretty heavy freight train. Rolled through the T1 line at Parramatta on a wet Parramatta day actually on the 2nd of April. Was the last time I captured it. And that was the last time I was able to do some rail fanning as well. So that was very, very exciting. I know roughly what time it comes through on the line every time. So I've managed to get it twice at Parramatta, once at Blacktown. And the funny thing is, it actually, on the day that I got it at Blacktown, it was actually going the opposite direction. It was going westbound, where the other 2 times I've gotten it were going city bound.
yeah, it's found that to be quite unique actually. I thought, this is around the same time it normally comes through, but it normally goes city bound. When it went westbound that particular day, I was quite surprised. I say these are empty. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't feel that heavy because it's picked up speed pretty quickly. I've explained a few times over, but if you're not aware by now, the Suffragette Line in reality is a very heavy freight route. It's got a big history of with a lot of cargo running through this particular route. So yeah, it gets used a lot. Yeah, big corridor for the freight. And then you got the big base down there, Ripple Lane. Yeah, so anyway, captured the freight train. I managed to turn it into a short because it was about a minute and 20 minutes. So I got a video for, and I converted it into a short, and I posted it up on the YouTube channel earlier today. So it is up on our rail fanning shorts area on our home screen of our YouTube channel. Highly recommend it to check it out if you're a fan of the freight. Coming up later today, we also have a premiere of American Truck Simulator uploaded video, so that'll be premiering at 1080p 60 frames per second later on today. After the premiere, it'll be at 1440p 60 frames per second HD quality. My latest worldwide exclusive paint job of another Aussie transport trucking company based out of Victoria and here in Australia. Actually, this particular company I'm doing later on. Another beautiful Kenworth. I'm taking the T950 for a run later today. Hey, it's been a while since I've done a T950 on the YouTube channel, so yeah, I've taken a run with that. It's going to be lots of fun. I'm looking forward to sharing with that later on today with that one. Even though it was second time's a charm, I did do a recording earlier today, and it was a black screen, so I had to go again. After half an hour of being on the roads and recording, yeah, it backfired. So, yeah, I thought, well, the next best thing, I'm here in Salt Lake City, I'm at the delivery site, I might as well just pick something up from here and just go wherever we want to go and record it again. That's what happened. So, worked out good anyway, it was a nice trip. And then the other trip I got to post up onto the YouTube channel was with Scania, S-Series Scania. And I'll be rolling on that one from Roswell in New Mexico down to Texas. So that's going to be lots of fun. That's a pretty decent trip too. It's around 40 minutes long, so yeah, it's pretty decent. as I explained yesterday, I've released the final 3 reworks of the SWR Customs Trailer paint job packs. So yeah, all 11 reworks are complete now. We are now full swing into the 12th pack. Alright, 9.3 kilometres to the stopping location as directed by the authorities of... comes another one come down, it's picked up, oh, it's dropped off the cargo, look, it's all empty, all the cargo's been dropped off, coming back to Ripple Lane, and we'll get ready for the next one. What are you expecting on the roadmap, Chris? That's what do you reckon? You think we might finally get some word on this US content, or what? I'll be honest with you. I swear, if we don't, I think a lot of the US fans are going to start getting very, very upset with Dovetail, and I don't blame them. You know why? Because they're very lacking in detail on US content, to be brutally honest. So yeah, I would hope and think that this time finally we got some screenshots of San Bernardino and some concrete evidence that when they do show up, that I'm surely this roadmap they're gonna be showing something. If they don't, then I'll be very surprised. But yet I wouldn't be surprised if they show something about the Japanese route either. But I think, yeah, more so the US US route. We really need some information regarding the San Bernardino line, like more information. And yeah, screenshots, definitely screenshots. Because I'm really thinking that that'll be the next route release after this Austrian route, and I lean towards the San Bernardino line being released in May. I don't. I'm not sure if there's anything else really there that stands out at the moment, is it? I don't know. The cargo pack too, as I said, yeah. I was thinking that could be this month actually, because that being a small pack as well. I thought, oh, that'll be a little top up on top of the Austrian release. Can't think of any. Well, the about the rumor about the Long Island Railroad being remastered. That's rumor, no leak or anything, but there sort of was a clue there about it being done or something. I don't know. It could still be the other US content that's on the roadmap, but yeah, I still think that we really need another New Jersey route, and the only other New Jersey route I would love to see Morristown though, but to go up to Dover or even further to Dover would be great. That'd be awesome if it was further, because that'd be bigger than Train Sim Classic Dover. But yeah, I still think it'll be North Jersey coastline. Which, I don't know, in my opinion, if people would like that, really, to be honest. I think that, yeah, this, I don't know. I think Morristown will be more of a cooler route, in my opinion. They're going to do New Jersey Transit again. Comet 5s would be an awesome add-on. So yeah, Morristown would be definitely right up the alley, and the Comet 5 there, and the Comet 5 would be absolutely fantastic. That's a very, very cool car. Very cool car. You can drive either end of that as well. I'm trying to think what loco it is that actually goes with the Comet 5. Is it a P40? I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, I know it's cab car drivable with that as well. So that I'll definitely be up for. But yeah, that's one route that's been on my list as well since I played it on Train Sim Classic. I said Morristown hasn't been Train Sim World bound sooner or later. So yeah, if there was another New Jersey Transit route, yeah, I'm hopeful it's that. Some people have said New Haven. Some of New Haven. Yeah. It's also one. Hudson Line is also another one that I think would be cool. You go along the Hudson River. Really nice. Beano. Oh, yes, the other part of Sandpatch Grade. Yeah, that'd be great. The B&O subdivision, yeah, which is connected to Sandpatch Grade. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be so really nice. They could bring the cheese system into the game officially then. Because they got a cheese system loco stationary on the Sandpatch Grade actually, and the B&O subdivision route, it runs off the route that runs to Sandpatch Grade on Train Sim World. And yeah, the cheese system's the loco, absolute beautiful colour scheme. It's, you know, got the cat on the side with the cheese. It's beautiful. Yeah, that'll be, I don't know if it'll be a seller or not, because this is one of the reasons why the Dovetail sort of stayed away from US freight routes, because they don't sell like the other routes do, and I think that's why they've stayed right away from releasing freight routes for Train Sim World. It's like Steam. Steam wasn't a major selling point. It flopped, and that's why they've stopped it. And freight's the same with the standard freight route, which sucks because you got rail fans of all shapes and sizes and different walks of life and all ages around the world that like different things, and you got to counter for everybody's taste. You know what I mean? Not just stay with some taste that's going to make you money. You know what I mean? It's not about yourselves. At the end of the day, you've got to be looking at the rail fans. If you are rail fans yourselves and building the game, then you would listen to the community and steady your wallet. You know what I mean? But nah, Dovetail's always looked at their wallet over the rail fan, over the community, and that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, that's the nature of the business. When you're running a business, I totally understand. But at the end of the day, I still think that loyalty over royalty should be considered. a song by Midnight Oil here in Australia. It's called The Power and the Passion. Alright. Sometimes you gotta have the passion, not the power. I'll take the passion over the power any day of the week. I'd rather the passion over the power. Family's everything to me. And that's what you know, you've got a passion for something like rails, you know, it doesn't matter what, like, I'm not a big fan of freight, I'm not a big fan of steam myself, but I don't mind it, and I wouldn't stand away from it. I'm more, like I've explained to you guys, when it comes to freight, I'm more into the coal freight, I'm more into the container freight. That's more my style. Then, I do not know. This will be on the wall then.
Station staff or use a help point.
And it's all got to do with licensing as well, Chris. West Springfield to Pennsylvania. Yeah, you're probably going off. Yeah, but you got to remember, it's got to be in the memory bay of, like, it's got to be obviously the kilometre length, and what makes sense, you know. I think that's way too far, if I remember rightly. But I think West Springfield and Pennsylvania, I think that actually is a Train Sim Classic route. West Springfield, yeah, I think West Springfield is in Train Sim Classic. So you'll probably look at a New Haven stuff for that. Now Dovetail do have a New Haven license for Train Sim Classic. Not sure if they could get it for Train Sim World. I'd probably say yes. Would it be appealing to the community? I don't know. I'd probably lean towards no, maybe, yeah. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't want to be really a bit of a Grinch, but I really don't want to really see the copy and paste from Train Sim Classic. We've seen a lot of it from Train Sim Classic to Train Sim World. This is alright, this section of the North London and Goblin lines is what it's known as in Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic. It got reworked a couple of times. It had a classic and then it got remastered into a bigger, like a later edition. But obviously that's still not today's modern. It's like old before the overheads and everything were put in. So yeah, that's completely different to this version of the route. So we're going to Sherman Hill on Wednesday. That's for the midweek World of Trains community vote. You guys voted for Sherman Hill last Wednesday. And yeah, that's where we're heading to on Wednesday first up. Look forward to doing a nice little run on there. It's been a while since I've been on Sherman Hill. So it'll be quite interesting to see how I go about it. Obviously, we'll be talking about the road map one night on Wednesday. We have London Sherman Hill on Wednesday, but we have a few others as well. So lots of great action. Looking forward to it. Don't know what I'm taking on to Sherman Hill at the moment, actually. It might not be a freight train. Who knows? It could be something else. We don't know yet. What the hell? Okay. It's just got a sort of plant just growing in the middle of the sky, you know? It's a plant in the middle of the sky. It's the first time I've noticed that, actually. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god. It gets worse and worse. That was quite funny, actually. Still wrong, but yeah, hilarious. I'm a big fan of the River Canyon route with the Southern Pacifics. I really, I got the enhanced one for Train Sim Classic recently. I had the original of it as well, and even with the original one, I thought Feather River Canyon is the route. I had the original on Train Sim Classic. I've got the enhanced version as well. And I have to say that I've always been a big fan of that particular route. It's got an amazing few sections along the route. There's one particular section where you come across this bridge, and it's one of the bridges goes one way, and one of the bridges goes the other way, and it's like a V shape, and it's just absolutely stunning. You know, you can zoom the camera right out and you just see this amazing like bridge going either way. It's like yeah, really cool. But yeah, a lot of options on there. F8 can go on there, so that's already in the game, so we could get an F8 and obviously get improvements and whatnot for it as well. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that in Train Sim World. I think it'll be a beautifully scenic route. Yeah, lots of mountains and trees and rivers, and yeah, it's definitely something that'll be yeah, quite the experience. Slow, yeah, it's around 40 miles. You know, it's slow, but you'll have big freight on there. And there's all different types of freight that goes on there. So you've got your box cars, your freight, your containers, whatnot, your double stackers, whatever you can throw on there. Actually, I'm not sure about double stackers, but yeah, there's a lot of tunnels, ins and outs of tunnels and all that as well. Coming up to the stopping location on this particular one. Because it's right on top of it. Yeah, that'll be right, because you've got to go right up to the damn thing. Okay, there we go with that one. So that was 33 minutes 44 there in the end. And I couldn't have asked for anything better than that. That was lots of fun. All right, so that's our freight service for tonight. So we're going to now take another passenger service. We're going to go the same way we just went just now, but obviously we're going to be doing the passenger service because obviously we went from Gospel Oak earlier. So it's only fitting that we do it this time around. Yeah, on the TFL. So let's now take the TFL on her. Actually, you know what? Actually, yeah, we'll take the TFL. Okay. Take the TFL along here. Bit of light cloud again, and this time around we're going to do a night service. So Barking Rig beside the Gospel Oak. You know what? We're going to do the final one. Let's do the final one. 23 hours. Yeah, Barking Rig beside the Gospel Oak. 23 hours 41. So we'll be going after midnight on this particular trip. So a bit of light cloud, of course. And we hope you do enjoy. Here we go with our final trip today here on our Monday live stream of Train Sim World 4 here with the Suffragette Line with the Aussie Don.
TPWS and AWS operational.
If you see anything suspicious, please tell a member of staff or the police.
Here we go, enjoy the ride. Remember that these lights have been fixed up. They are Leica's light mod. So yeah, when you do this in like a fog, like even if it's this time of the night and it's real foggy, you don't have that real bright white light in your face like you normally would. It actually improves it massively with this particular light mod. Beautiful stars in the sky as well. Look at that. That's one thing that Dovetail does really well with the skybox, is all the stars in the sky. They do a really good job with that. Same with the moon, where the hell I can find it. I don't think the moon is in this particular one. Might not be because of the cloud. Yes, that's correct. Yes. Yeah, you got your headlights as H, and your lights, you got half on this one. Then you got your full lights. Not sure what button it is to turn them off though. I think it's, no, that's the notice one, control L, so. Yeah, I'm not sure what they are for the, turn them off, but yeah, you don't normally drive the train with your cab lights on anyway, Chris. Even in real life, you wouldn't have normally wouldn't have your lights on unless the driver wasn't comfortable, obviously driving with the lights off. For me, I don't know how it would feel if I was driving a real train. I'd probably lean towards wanting the light on, to be brutally honest. But if I was really confident, then yeah, no, I don't.
This station is barking. Change here for underground services.
Frame rate definitely around there is definitely better than what it was when I had the enhancement on.
Please keep personal belongings with you at all times. Any unattended baggage will be removed and may be destroyed by security services.
We are speeding. Slow down there, Mr. Aussie. You get so confident with, this logo. This thing is hands down like, this is my zone. These are the tracks I love driving. That's why they won't put me on the real wheel of a real one. You see me go flying in the first few seconds of leaving the station, and it's like I'm speeding. I'll be like, whoops, I forgot, I'm not playing Train Sim World anymore. I'll put that information up there anyway, so you know where we're stopping and that anyway, folks. Thought I'll leave it off there for a little bit. I think it's the one with the couple. Yeah, it is. It's still standing there. 1 month later. Have you had your honeymoon at the place yet? Here yet, or what? Like, you're seriously, like, really taking up my space. Ah. I knew I was going to adore this route. Yeah, when it was shown at the end of last year in the drawing, I knew straight away what it was. And I got it's a Goblin line. Well, obviously, the routes, TFL routes weren't named or anything back then, Suffragette Line, wasn't announced or anything back then. Lioness route, none of them were announced. So, I stated the obvious, it's a Goblin line. That's the nickname, original nickname for it, it's a Goblin line. But I knew this was coming, and I seen it parked in Riverside. I'm like, they're going to the brand new station. They're going to the development area. I knew straight away it was bigger than the original. I thought, this is really good. Looking forward to it. And then everybody was saying, is Ripple Lane included? And they said yes. I was like, I was hoping that they would have, because I know this was I know there's a heavy freight route, and as soon as it was announced, I'm like, this is going to open up heaps of. I hope they add heaps of freight, being a massive heavy freight corridor. They said Ripple Lane was included, I was cheering straight away. I'm like, yeah, great, they've done the right thing. The upcoming second cargo pack is going to be beneficial for this route too, so it's going to add more to it, which is going to be great. Not sure if they're going to be scenarios for this particular route with it. I hope they will be. As far as I know, the next pack's going to also be for the Midlands and the Great Western, but yeah, I do know that they're going to add to this route as well. So Is it going to be substitute to what's already there, or they're adding? I don't know. Might be a question for the roadmap this week actually. Somebody can put that in the thread at the forum. Is the upcoming Cargo Pack 2 going to add scenarios to the Suffragette line? That's what I would like to know. Later Midland Road and next stop. Alright. We're due at the station right on midnight actually. So there you go. We're ahead of schedule. We are doing the final service on the timetable anyway. Not the final service in general, but the final service that's in service. Like all the other services that are just after this are all just empty stock services. Like that's all they are. They're not picking up passengers or anything. This is the final picking up passengers and dropping off passengers trip on the timetable. Oh, hang on, slow down, get over there too much. Oh, hang on. Sorry, passengers have to go through the spikes there. I wouldn't be trying that. I know the train goes fast when you look outside the passenger window and scenery goes slow in real life. Yep. It can somewhat, this particular route in somewhat some aspects can also remind me a hell of a lot of the Cronulla line, actually. Yeah, it just reminds me a lot of the Cronulla line, heading out of Cronulla down to Southern Shire, even though this is way longer than that particular branch. It's yeah, it's got that characteristics very similar. to the Cronulla line.
Station 24 hours a day.
Whoop, jetpack. We've seen that right in front. Oh my god. They need to fix that once and for all. It's quite funny. South Taunton next. Hey, how you going, folks? Welcome aboard. Our live stream chat is open to subscribers only. Join the likes of Chris here on their live chat here tonight. We're talking Train Sim World 4. We're playing on PC. We're doing the Suffragette Line London Overground here tonight. Here on this Monday, the 8th of April 2024 from our Sydney base here in Australia. Welcome to the world's fellow rail fans and Train Sim World players around the world to our coverage here on Australia Worldwide Gaming's Train Sim World live streaming action here this week. We're live again tomorrow with Choo Choo Tuesdays, same time we started today, and also again on Wednesday with Midweek Model Trains. We're going to be talking about the roadmap on Wednesday. Looking forward to that. Whoop. That crept up on me all of a sudden. That proves that I'm not looking at the corner. Midland Main Line is where we're heading first up tomorrow. Followed by some Hemstrucker Hamburg-Lübeck action. Not Hamburg-Lübeck, München-Osberg, I apologise. S-Bahn service. And much more coming your way tomorrow. On Wednesday, we're heading to Sherman Hill first up for the Midweek World of Trains Community Vote winner. I'm doing something nice on there. And we've got other stuff on the forecast for Wednesday as well after Sherman Hill. So join us for our 2 hour plus blockbusters tomorrow and Wednesday with episode 161 of Choo Choo Tuesdays tomorrow. And another episode of Midweek World of Trains on Wednesday. I think it's the 169th edition, if I remember rightly. Yes, you don't need to remind people about that, Chris. Thanks anyway. Appreciate it. Yes, Chris is he lives in Queensland. I'm a Queenslander myself, but I've lived in Sydney all my life, so my parents were on holidays when I was up in Queensland when I was born, so I'm a full-fledged Queenslander. I have a lot of relatives in Queensland though. My dad's parents, before they passed away, they lived in Maroochydore in Queensland. I have relatives in Nambour in Queensland. One of my cousins has a property up at Angus Waters 1770. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful up there. It's the start of the Great Barrier Reef up there, and it's paradise, absolute paradise. I've never seen such beautiful, crystal clear water in my whole entire life. It's absolutely stunning. And the sand, oh my god, white, I mean white sand. I've never seen anything like this. It's absolute paradise. It's like a couple kilometres to get down to this beach, and it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I had the privilege to be up there in 2004 was the last time I was up that way. I went through Bundaberg to get there. And Bundaberg itself is absolutely stunning. I remember this particular shop. It's up on like on the hill in the ridge in the rainforest they call it. And there's this like takeaway shop right up the top there. And because of Bundaberg being Bundaberg, they had like a whole fridge full of Bundaberg ginger beer, and you could get the real big bottles of them, like the 40-ounce versions. And oh my god, I've never had a Bundaberg rum so fresh in my whole life. Bundaberg ginger beer, sorry, not Bundaberg rum. Yeah, that's nice too, don't worry. But drink responsibly. This Bundaberg ginger beer was absolutely stunning. I've never had one such fresh. Like, this was great. And the food up there was absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, in 04 I had an absolute ball up there. I was still in my 20s, I think. But yeah, I would have been in my early 20s. And I remember I had blonde hair at the time too. I had blonde hair at the time. That's how crazy I was when I was young. I had blonde hair. And I was more of a sort of surfy, like I was a hippie, like sort of like that back those days. I was crazy as hell, you know. I partied like crazy back then. I, was, young and wild. And anyway, I did things that, I'm not, I explained to you guys. I've been now. I'm happy to say, away from marijuana and stuff like that for about 7 years now. I think 6-7 years. It's been a long time, and I'm happy to and proud to say that. But yeah, that stuff I used to do back then as well. Like I was young, wild, stupid, as we all are one stage. But will I go back there? No, like I'm more mature now. I'm in my 40s. This is my drug of choice is coming on here and giving you guys what I have a passion for, and that's trains. I choose trains over anything like that any day of the week. I've always had a massive passion for trains anyway, so this has always been something I've always wanted to share with you guys, and to do it in a simulation video game is absolutely incredible. And in this, as much as it can be a pain in the frame rate and whatnot, and have bugs and all that, to have it in this 3D format the way it is and detailed the way it is, it's it's really good. And as much as other sims might try to be better and whatnot, I still think TSW is king. It'll take a hell of an effort to knock it off. SimRail's nice in that, it's good in that, I like it, it's alright, but for me, the control scheme, if it was in the same sort of format as this, then it would be better. A lot of people have talked about multiplayer wanting off a train sim world for quite a while. There's been a bit of speculation going around, more so with the trains.cz side. That's where I did see it, that they are apparently in plans in 2025 to release Train Sim World 5, and it be a whole new Train Sim World experience where there's going to be no DLCs run forward. It's going to be a whole new Train Sim World. It's going to have Unreal Engine 5. It's going to be no PC editor. Like, it's all starting fresh once again. Take it as you will. I've always said that if they were going to do Unreal Engine 5, there would have to be a new train. It would have to be a new simulator, a new train sim. I find it very hard to beat Train Sim World 5. The good news about I think it'll be a new name. To be really honest, I think it'll be if they were going to do it, it'll be another sim. It'll be another train sim. I think that way it would keep Train Sim World alive as well, for the people that want to do PC editor and all that still. And I think it makes sense to make a whole new simulator instead of going to TSW 5. I think that'd be a bit stupid, actually, in my opinion, if they were going to keep called Train Sim World, even though it's a whole new train. Like, I just don't see that being the case. So yeah, what's that space? I don't know. It's only speculation. What I've seen at the site as well, like I've explained, after I totally forgot about PC editor and then it got released, I'm like, oh crap, I totally forgot about that. Now it's only 2019. So Yeah, I see that's the only way forward for Unreal Engine 5 in a train simulation game from Dovetail, is that they make a whole new train simulation game with a fresh start and all that. Don't call it Train Sim World. Keep Train Sim World alive for the people that want to stay with Train Sim World. For me, yeah, I would go forward. But I could also stay with Train Sim World as well because of PC Editor, and I can showcase those editing mod routes and all that to people, and you know, it's like Train Sim Classic. You know, I still do Train Sim Classic from time to time when it's beneficial, and if I feel like I want to do something, you know, with Train Sim Classic and do some new footage, I'll you know, here and there I'll do recordings and whatnot. I don't live stream it or anything these days. You know, it's. I've got it there if I want it. And I've got it installed to the PC as well, so you know, if I want to do something for it, anytime. So yeah, nobody wants to come along and talk tonight, Chris. Yeah, it's sounds like we've got a bunch of shy people on the stream tonight, like last night. Bunch of bots. Let's go. What's going on? Why have I stopped all of a sudden? Okay, something's happened to the
TPWS and AWS operational.
I don't know what's happened here, folks. I have lost control of the train. The train doesn't want to move forward also. What the hell have I done?
TPWS and AWS operational. TPWS and AWS operational.
Yeah, I've done that. So then why don't you want to go forward? Oh, here we go. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? Like, why is it not... Oh, I found out how to turn the cab light off. It's Shift L. Shift L, Chris. I probably knew that, but it's just been a while since I've actually had to do that. So I don't normally drive with the lights on inside the cab. So now it's true to reality, you don't have the cab lights on. You normally turn them on when you're like, because you're the driver and sometimes you're the guard as well, and you have to do both. So. Coming in the Gospel Oak, that's our final stop on our trip here today, and then we'll be saying sayonara. We'll be back live tomorrow. Set the reminder, it is up on our upcoming live streams as I'm speaking to you now. Midweek World of Trains still needs to be posted. I'll post that up sometime tomorrow before I go live from tomorrow night's stream. Might post it up later today if I get time, but I've just got up I'm close to finalising my standalone truck pack for ATS. So yeah, I'm into the final lots of paint jobs for the trucks on that. Yeah, 220 trailers I have to paint and 220 trucks I have to paint. It's a lot of work. Yeah, almost. Yeah, I've been working on that for 1 month now. It's been a pretty big project. Goswork coming in. After 10 p.m. local time. It's early afternoon in the UK and Central Europe. It'll be morning in the USA. Hello to wherever you are around the world. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. It's been an honour bringing you Train Sim World 4 here on PC with your Aussie Don once again. The Godfather. That's me. Attention passengers, the train's terminating here at Goswork. Change here for connecting services to Richmond and Stratford. Thank you. There we go. Okay, the drum roll is a platinum medal. Alright, very nice. Train Sim World 4 live with your Aussie Don has come to an end. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be live with Choo Choo Tuesdays episode 161 tomorrow on our YouTube channel on the 9th of April 2024 from 8 p.m. in the east coast of Australia in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, 7:30 p.m. in South Australia, 6 p.m. in Western Australia. International viewers will be live from 11 a.m. UK, 12 p.m. Central Europe, 6 a.m. Eastern States of the USA, and 3 a.m. West Coast USA. We'll see you then for Choo Choo Tuesdays. Have a great day. Thank you for watching our London Overground Suffragette Line with your Aussie Don. Bye-bye.